In 2020, a family landed in Memphis, their new home.
I was excited to join my new research lab.
Sunman Khandu is from India. He and his wife came here with their only child to work in a research lab, moving far away in hopes to better society.
It is not the actual return which I am supposed to get.
In February, they enrolled their 2-year-old Sanmei into a daycare. Academy of Future Leaders on Madison Avenue partnered with UT Health Science Center to offer child care services to UT's faculty, staff, and students. Sanmei seemed happy, and that morning of May 18th was no different.
He was in a great mood on that morning.
According to state records we uncovered, that morning around 9:45, staff filled out an incident report stating Sanmei was scratched on his neck while playing. At 12:45, staff messaged parents about it and also told them that their child was acting sleepy. No mention, though, of what they later told the state. Staff stated at 12:30 p.m., the child vomited and was taken to the restroom to be cleaned up by staffer Joe Craig, and then went down for a nap. At 1:30 p.m., Craig stated the child's hands were moving oddly and legs locked straight. So at 1:48, he called the father.
He said that, hey, we tried to wake him up from sleep, but somehow he is very sleepy and feel very tired today.
On the way to the daycare, Khandu says he got another call that Sanmei may be having a seizure.
I tell that if you think that it's an emergency, you should call 911 before calling me.
He got to the daycare before paramedics.
I could see only legs of my son, that he was lying on the floor, on the carpet before the reception desk. Okay, so I thought that my son is dead.
Sanmei was taken to Le Bonheur Children's Hospital, where he went into surgery. The family says doctors eventually told them that they don't see injuries like this unless the child has been in a horrible car wreck, they've fallen from an elevated surface, or they've been abused. Police immediately opened an investigation.
That is the moment we were thinking that we were not in a position to think or understand what they are saying to us.
Khandu called his friend Vivek Batra, who works in the medical field, to help him understand.
The initial injury that they mentioned with like a neck scratch, this does not correlate with any neck injury.
The little boy had a subdural hematoma.
It's a collection of blood between the skull and the brain, which is considered as a traumatic brain injury.
He says the swelling was so bad it affected his vision, arm, leg, and speech. He says over a third of his pancreas also had to be removed.
There were other concerning injuries as well, including some bleeding inside the abdomen and some injury to the liver.
6 weeks later, Joe Craig, the daycare employee who communicated with the family that day, was charged with aggravated child abuse and aggravated child neglect. Authorities haven't released exactly what they believe happened. Craig has been on our newscast before. He was a standout football player at the University of Memphis. He also played at Clemson, but according to the Charleston Post and Courier, he was kicked off the team for a domestic violence incident. Craig got into a bad wreck and in 2020 held a victory walk.
I also wanted just to pass the message on that it's a purpose in everyone's life, and I feel like I didn't fulfill mine just yet. That's why God saved me.
We tried getting in touch with Craig and reached out to the daycare multiple times, but have had no luck. The Tennessee Department of Human Services, which regulates daycares, says it's still investigating, but at this time the facility still has an active license. UT announced it's terminated its contract with the daycare on June 9th, but stated in part it's not in a position to comment. Khandu says he hasn't heard much from UT either, that most of his support is coming from his friends, especially now that his son moved to a hospital out of state.
I am like traveling to another state very frequently to keep my job, to get some earning so that I could help my son with whatever I can do from my end.
How is he doing now?
Right now, like everything is compromised for him. Like he is challenged now, you know, and it is very difficult for us to see him like that.
Those who know Sanmei say his laughter is contagious. He's bright, social, and loving.
My son also will never be normal again. So we have to live with this pain throughout our life.
Khandu came to Memphis to make the world better. This isn't the dream he'd envisioned. Jessica Gertler, WREG News Channel 3.